Hi guys, welcome. This is Rajesh. Guys, please tell me, if you want to be a very good marketing professional, what skill is needed? If you want to be a very good business tycoon, what skill you should have? If you want to be a good speaker, what is one skill that has to be there in you? Whether you want to be a teacher, you want to be a student, you want to be a politician, whatever you want to be in your life, whether you are running a business, you are working in corporate sector, you are a manager, you are leading the team, or you are a leader, you should be having effective communication in order to be successful, in order to crack all the deals you will be dealing with. If you want to get into a negotiation table, you should have effective communication. If you want to run a PPT for a presentation of your product, of your ideas, you should have effective communication. So by this, we can understand that communication is very much essential in order to grow and succeed in our career, in our business, in our day-to-day life. So what exactly is communication? Communication has been derived from a Latin word communis, which means common. And it refers to a natural activity of all humans to convey information, ideas, feelings, and opinions to others through words, body language, and sign. So, to express anything to others, you need to communicate so that the other person whom you want to communicate should receive the exact information what you want to pass on. So now I'm going to talk about the classification of communication. When a person talks to himself, talks in his mind, in that case it will be called as a intrapersonal communication. And the second one is interpersonal communication. Interpersonal communication means exchange of messages between two people. For example, interview, conversation with your manager. Third one is group communication. Group communication, when you do communication with a small or large group of people, then it is called as a group communication. And the fourth one is mass communication. When message is sent to a large section of people, then it is called mass communication. For example, through television, through newspaper, through radio. Communication can also be classified based on the medium you choose. For example, verbal communication, non-verbal communication, and meta communication. So now we will understand what is verbal communication, what is non-verbal communication, and what is meta communication. Verbal communication means communicating with words. It can be written or spoken. When you practice verbal communication, you think, you listen, you speak, you read, you write. Now the second point is non-verbal communication. So when you communicate with others through your body language, your gesture, your facial expressions, using some signs, so then it will be called as a non-verbal communication. Now the third is meta communication. So in this case, speaker's choice of words unintentionally communicates something more than what the word would have stated. So for example, a teacher saying to his student that I have never seen you so attentive in the class, which means it can be a compliment to him, or student needs to be more attentive in the class. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video till end. I hope this information will definitely help you. Thanks for watching. Take care.